What's up? I'm Troubleshoot. While I know this is a Linux-centric channel, this video mostly applies to people on here. If you're a developer and you use Visual Studio 2022, you now can use Visual Studio 2026 in its early access, pre-release, insiders phase. You don't need to sign up, you don't need accounts, nothing like that. Just head across to the link down below, visualstudio.microsoft.com/insiders, and you can download the free community edition right here. Obviously, it is only available for Windows, but in this quick guide, I'll show you how to install it and, of course, tell you what's different. So what exactly is different? Mainly, it's just Copilot. Copilots everywhere can read different files, work with your system, and even analyze performance, which is a pretty cool addition. Besides that, existing extensions, settings should be copied across one-to-one from VS 2022. Basically, nothing is different here. Obviously, there's a bunch of chat. .NET 10 is now available and built in with this new release, and that's pretty much that. Once you download it, you can open up the exe and install it alongside your existing Visual Studio 2022 install. Just click continue, wait for the installer to install, and then shortly after, you can choose where to migrate settings from if you've got more than one installation of Visual Studio or related tools, and when you do so, it'll copy across your installation settings as well. So you can opt out of support items in the VS installer and include extensions from the VS Marketplace. You can also migrate your installation from a specific file, or finally don't migrate anything. Now, I've already got some things selected, customized in the Visual Studio installer like MSVC, things like that. And if we hit next, we'll get a customization screen where we'll see a few things are selected. So over here's my individual custom components, MSVC, things like that, so I can get back to developing in C++, for example, with absolutely no changes. Individual settings are brought across. .NET Runtime 10 preview is included by default, and that's that. There's not much else to it. Just hit install, and an extra however many gigs are used down here. Choosing install while download is the fastest way to install the software, and once you hit go, it gets going. So I'll skip forward to when it's done downloading and show you that everything's copied across. Once the installation is done, it recommends restarting, but you don't have to. You can launch it up from here or, of course, from your start menu. Once you start it up, you'll see Insiders 2026. If you wish, you can sign in here, but you can skip this as well. And of course, if you're signed in on a previous VS installation, it'll automatically carry across. It carried across my recent documents. If we open this one, you can see that it's pulled across everything as before, themes, styles, etc. Obviously, there's a few things that have been moved around, like the options menu has quite a few changes here. I'm pretty sure previously it was also a pop-out menu, now it's a built-in tab, and obviously the main feature of this entire thing is Copilot on the far right. You can change the different models here. I'm pretty sure that Grok was available or is available in VS Code, but for some reason it's not here. We can change between Ask and Agent. There's no edit mode like VS Code. We can add documents that it can access, different things like that. And as well, we can also give it access to the Profiler agent so it can better look through our code, help us debug and things like that. Obviously, the main feature of this update and release is the Copilot integration, but if you don't need to use it, you don't have to. There's a couple of other quality of life improvements, theme changes, etc., even new themes, so do let me know what you find from the new release down below and whether you'll bother updating at all. Obviously, I don't rely on the AI tools, but it's nice to have extra integration, for example, like improving and debugging code, etc. So hopefully you found this video useful. New Linux videos coming sometime soon. Mine has been Troubleshoot, and I'll see you all next time. Ciao.